You want to know why I think a lot of women nowadays are becoming single mothers? I think I'll show you why. Look at this. Alright, enough of that shit. Here's the problem. Here's one of the main problems with women nowadays, okay? We don't really have wives anymore, okay? We have a lot of Tatianas, sluts, and whores. This is going to be a part 2 from the movie, the video I made called The Rise of these Tatianas. You know, we have a culture nowadays in which promotes women to act like this, okay? To promote women to go ahead and to act like prostitutes, act like sluts and whores. And this is what's raising these young girls nowadays. You know, the fact of the matter is that women nowadays are not considering going ahead and find themselves a good man when they are young. They want to go ahead and sleep around and with a bunch of guys, you know, all the bad boys, all the pretty boys. And it's like, then by the time you're 40 years old, you want to go and live this hot girl summer and be the city girl life like this latest female rapper, Lotto. And it's just like, I look at her and I think, she's, all she does, I've seen a few of her music videos, all she does, I mean, she's attractive, but she acts like a slut and a whore. She's basically a hoe, she's a prostitute. She's a Tatiana rapper. You know? It's like Lil' Kim back in the days, she was doing her thing, and she was one of the first nasty female rappers. But she was one of the only people doing what she was doing. You know, I like some of her music, the old school music. I like Foxy Brown. Also, I like Trina. And it's like these girls now, they're just doing more of a rendition of what the original nasty female rappers did back in the days. It was like stuff like this. You know what I mean? And it's like this is what these young girls are being promoted to act like in today's culture. And was like, what the fuck is this kind of shit right here? You know what I mean? Like, for real, you know, there used to be a time when female rappers like Lauryn Hill talked about relationships. They talked about society and how corrupt it was and politics and just women's rights and place in the world. All these female rappers talk about is how much dick they suck, how many dicks they ride, how much cum they swallow, you know, and how many guys they fuck in order to get money from them and to just move forward in life. Like, look at this shit. Your man. Your man. Really? If she does have a man, then he's a simp. He's a sucker. For real. You know? Or maybe he's a real pimp and is causing her to go ahead and to sell herself in music and all these music videos like a prostitute, and he makes all the money. And then that would make more sense. But bro, if you're in a relationship with a woman that is doing stuff like this and you're allowing her to, you're a sucker. You're a simp. And we have all these other female artists like Sierra who are doing the same thing. And what the fuck is that guy's name again who was married to Sierra? That football player. What the hell was that dude's name again? Hold on. Let me figure this out real quick. But let me get that one dude was just like all these fucking females are this is what we're promoting young girls to be like nowadays. Nope. Wrong video. Hold on. Like, look at this shit. This is what girls.
I am a thick little bitch. I am a thick little bitch. I am a thick little bitch. Ho.
Yes, you are definitely a hoe. You's a hoe. You are definitely a hoe.
I am a thick little bitch. I am a thick little bitch. I am a thick little bitch. Ho.
Yeah, you are a dick riding bitch. Definitely. That's what you are. You are dick. You dick riding bitch. You act like one. You know? And then, of course, we have one of these other main female rappers nowadays that's really promoting the Tatiana culture now. See, this is what's raising our young girls nowadays. The fake weave, the long, fake nails, and look at that. You're a married woman with kids, and you're doing shit like this. Oh my God. Again, this is one of the main reasons why, you know what? I'm not really interested in a lot of women nowadays, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm a pretty bad boy. I'm a guy that, you know, I like talking with different ladies, you know? But I like women that carry themselves more so like ladies. They have a little bit of spice to themselves. They are not too much of a... They're not too nice and too much of a lame girl who's a square that doesn't know how to have fun in life. But, I mean, women like this... Ew. Gross. It's like you're only just advertising your goodies for the whole world to fucking see. And it's like, what the hell is the matter with you for doing shit like this? You know, why? It's because we live in an age now in which women are just... They think it's cool to advertise themselves like prostitutes. Because it's what's making all these other female artists, all these other social media influencers, which are really Instagram hoes, Tatianas, popular, and even just some of the main, some of those popular women in the world, like Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian became popular off of a sex tape with Ray J. And then she built up her career from that starting point to be where she's at now. And she went from different men, like hopping on different penises like musical chairs to get to where she's at now. And Amber Rose, Brittany Renner, Black China. Even though I heard Black China again, she decided to give up OnlyFans and go to God. I was like, these are not quality women. This is just trash. Just pure garbage. Seriously. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck kind of shit is this right here? You know? Bitch. Bitch, you look like you're about to go ahead and get started making a porno. God damn. And this shit is just crazy now. And who's this other latest female music artist nowadays and rap? What's her name? Ice Spice? Let me go and check this out real quick. I remember seeing one of her music videos not too long ago with Nicki Minaj, who's also one of the main Tatiana rappers who's been doing her thing for a while. You know, who the fuck is this bitch? Hold on, let me check this out. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. This is considered to be among the latest girls in female rap now. Oh yeah. Looking like a hoe, looking like a prostitute. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Of course. In the bedroom, titties hanging out, looking all sultry, showing advertising herself. Oh yeah. You bitches look like fucking hoes. You look like fucking sluts. Oh, look at that. Titties hanging out. All that shit. Come on. Okay, let's see some booty shaking going on. Let's see some of that shit going on. Hold up. Hold up. Now they're applying lip gloss. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Booty shaking and all the other stuff. Yeah, I think that's enough. That's enough. It's like nowadays, you cannot make it in the music industry unless you look like a harlot or a prostitute. It used to be that back in the days for female music artists, they like, say for example, one of my favorite female R&B singers of all time, Mary J. Blige. She didn't rap. She did not sing about sucking different guys' dicks, using her pussy to get what she wants from men. She talked about loving her man, treating her like a king. Like one of my favorite songs by her, Everything, it's all because of you. I never sad and blue. You brighten up my day in a special way. It's like, I can't sing, but she could really sing. And it's like, I like female artists like that because they play the role of a woman who supports her man and treats him like a king. Okay? As long as he deserves it. As long as he deserves it. But it's like these females nowadays, it's like it's a norm that they want to be hoes. They want to be sluts and prostitutes. And it's just like, where are the real women at? And I think this is again one of the main reasons why a lot of women nowadays are single mothers, is because shit like this is jammed down these young girls' throats and gives them the impression of how women are supposed to act and behave. Because let's be honest with you, man. A lot of these young kids nowadays are not being raised by their parents. They're not. The average parent nowadays only spends like an hour a week with their kids. You know what's raising your kids nowadays is shit. Your girls nowadays is shit like this. For real. It's like all these girls are being convinced to act like all these fucking sluts and whores. You know what I mean? And it's like, who else is here? It's like Ice Spice, before they were famous. Drake's fame. Who else is out there? Munch feeling. Who else is popular now? It's Ice Spice. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. For real. Okay? It's like now these women nowadays have nothing to offer to men except for their bodies. And just throwing their pussy and throwing their ass out in the club to attract a man and just getting pregnant. She can't go and treat a man very well and has nothing to bring to the table except for sex. Back in the days, women taught in music how to treat a man and how to go ahead and to sustain a man relationship. Like Aretha Franklin sung in one of her songs, give him something good that he can feel good about. Now it's just like, I fuck this dude for his money. I go ahead and I fuck this other dude to pay for my car. Or I went ahead and I sucked this guy's dick because he had a nice big one and I want to see what it felt like. It's like, oh my fuck. Really? This is what we come to with female artists and for women nowadays? God. the quality and caliber of women nowadays has really gone to shit. It really has. You know, and this is one of the main reasons why. Right? I don't care what anybody says. Alright? This generation of women are going to shit. Alright? What the fuck? I mean, what the fuck is this?
I know I have coiling ratings.
What the fuck is this?
A lot on this channel, but let's get it straight.
She goes straight on stage. Go ahead and start ass.
We're gonna have thoughts.
Alright?
And then
This is really what we come to. This is the future of women. This is the future of entertainment. I mean, it's okay to have a little bit of a harlot here and there, but now it's like all these female rappers and female artists are harlots. Okay? This is what we've come to. I don't know, man. I think we're living in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah when it comes to the music entertainment industry. And if anything I can say is that the music industry are among the biggest pimps in the world. You know, because they're convincing all these females to go ahead and just throw their bodies around and just use sex. Completely using sex in order to make their money. Like the old school pimp, I remember Fillmore Slim, who was a well-known pimp from San Francisco who had like 1,000 prostitutes, say before, pussy will sell when cotton and corn won't. I mean, for me, women like this are not the type of women that you settle down with. You're entertained by them. I mean, I don't mind looking at something like this from time to time, being entertained by it, but I would never take it seriously as a woman that you want to go ahead and have a long-term relationship with. Just smash and pass. Hit it and quit it. You know, it ain't no fun and the homies can't have none. You pass a girl like this around like you're passing a joint with a bunch of guys around a circle, which is something I never participate in. I don't care to participate in. But it's just like, this is the future. If this is the future of women, it is not going to be very good. Okay? It is not going to be very good. You better go ahead and, if anything, you better go ahead and see about finding yourself a good girl at church who was raised in a more conservative family instead of this garbage. And that's why I would consider more so than any of this. Because these women nowadays, they're way, 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 way too loose with themselves. And I can imagine that eventually all these girls are going to be all washed up and used up by the time they're like 40 years old, complain about where are all the good men, and then they're going to have a few kids out of wedlock, maybe by different dudes. Like I remember I saw this one meme on Instagram, and it was Red Fox on the Red Fox show looking like this, and it said, she said her kids had ADD, and I said, all different daddies. This is what these women are convincing these young girls to be like. You know? And it's just like, let me see if I can bring this shit up